EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. A hand will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. Punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Here's Love. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. In a wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here we go. 3.
Love now to pass on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Love now. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love taking it in from the 20. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for James Conner. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So
there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. 1st down, Murray. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Conner on the read option. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Murray now. And this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions in what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. Prater's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there to CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 137 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Throwing Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. From the 41, Murray. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First down run for Connor, not going to get much, maybe a yard, second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. Touchdown, Cardinals! Rondale Moore, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point good by Taylor. Makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Love, they go play action now. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
Now Jones. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jones again. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Murray's throw complete to McBride.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Murray going to throw.
He'll get this to Connor underneath.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Cards stringing together a couple of good pickups. It's another 1st down on that play. Now Murray. This is taken in by McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, 52 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger body wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just don't used to see those.
No, you're just counting on the tight end position to catch the ball and get what they got on the catch. And now someone out there catching makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing. Love.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. He finds Watson complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw now. Here's Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6.
Love from the gun. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw, it's Murray.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. They're going for it. It's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch.
And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
They run behind center with Connor. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Again, it's Connor. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Murray now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Connor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. He's not their only piece. I think that's a fair statement. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Second down, another shot for Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 162 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. He's got room at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Up the middle, Jones. And the ball is knocked out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So potentially, and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. From back at the 8 now after the false start, another try at 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Jet sweep. Here's Watson.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Quick slant to Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Murray now. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play fake. Murray rolling to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, You missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
To try again after the sack. Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing now is Murray. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Rashawn Gary in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now Murray's got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. And they take a knee.
You kidding me? Really?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And they'll indeed take a knee. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they will take a knee here.